Hello, my little crafty monsters. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making these adorable little birthday cards. And they're just these little simple black and gray and a little white birthday cards. And in the inside, let's see on the inside what it says. On the inside, it's just a funny little quote. It says, "I'm not going to make fun of your age. I know how sensitive old people can be." This is just for a really special friend of mine. So he's probably watching this right now. So this is his birthday card. I made two of them because I always make a spare so I could have on my records. But this is his little card. Isn't that adorable? These guys are so easy. So you guys, this was just a little change up from the Valentine stuff. So if you guys are looking to make like a little simple birthday card, this is the little bad boy to do. So without wasting any more time, let's get down to business. And I will see you in a bit. Hola, hola, my little crafty monsters. So in this fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making this little balloon birthday card. And it's a pretty simple and easy, but yet it's classy and nice. We're only we're gonna kind of keep it like in the whites, blacks, and grays. And we're choosing our embossing folder, and I chose this little streamers and confetti because we're gonna go ahead and use that to emboss the, the last mat, the first mat, the one that everybody is seeing. And so right here, we're just going and we're cutting our card mats as well as the card base. Now, if you guys don't know about card mats and card bases, there is going to be a link in the description at the bottom, and that will go ahead and direct you to another tutorial which will explain card mats and card bases. So basically that's all we're doing right here, Bobo. And then after we got this little stuff done, we're going to pull out our stamps because we need to stamp the sentiment on the inside of these little bad boys, because you don't want to wait until everything's put together because it's just going to make it a lot harder. So right here, it's just really choosing the sentiment that you want inside, which for me, it's super hard because I have so many stamps. Card making is what I do, guys. I'm a paper crafter, but cards is what I do the most. And so right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this sentiment, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it says, "I'm not gonna make fun of your age because I know how sensitive old people are." So this will totally go to somebody who's a little older than you, because even if they're just a little older, it's always fun to tease somebody. So I always use my little T ruler to make sure that it's centered and, straight. Go ahead and pick that up with your little stamping tool, whichever one you're using, and go ahead and stamp your little bad boy. I chose to use these stamping tools when I'm doing the sentiment on the inside of the card because I always want that to be the most perfect. I really like how the sentiments in the inside, they just have to look crisp and nice. And so that's why for the most part I always use this little tool, because it'll help you to really get a good stamp. And so once you get that done, see, like right here, it was not a good stamp, so I turned it around. And this is why I tell you guys that, be careful and don't worry if you mess up, because if you mess up, you could always fix it. That is going to be covered with the mats in the front, so that's why we were able to just fold that and re-stamp it again. You get 2 tries when you're doing a card, guys. 2 tries, that's all you get. And so so you saw me mess up, and that's why there's a stamp in the front of that card mat. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and cover that, and nobody will ever know unless they watch this video. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, he hid a sentiment." So anyway, so just go ahead and put your adhesive on your first mat and throw that little bad boy down. And then once you get this ready, bring out your Sizzix machine so we can go ahead and start embossing these little bad boys. And so Right here, we're just using the proper folders that we need to go ahead and emboss. You guys have seen me do this before. Lightly spray your paper and then throw that into your folder and into your machine. And you should get a perfect embossed paper. And since we're doing 2 of them, we're going to go ahead and do this twice. So, you guys, if you don't have a Sizzix machine to do embossing folders, or like you don't have embossing folders, you guys could go ahead and skip this part. And for the most part, we're already almost done. So all you have to do is really just glue this little bad boy down. And I had already paper punched these little balloons out of black and gray. And what I do is I get my scrap papers and I just start paper punching them, and that's why you see a lot of those little balloons in that baggie. Those are paper punches that I personally punched out myself from scrap papers. And so I already had these on hand. So I believe that the paper puncher that I used for this was a EK Success paper punch. It was a large balloon. And so right here, I'm just using the little black and white twine because I'm going to go ahead and glue that around the balloons so that it'll look like it's tied onto those little bad boys. We're also going to use our 10-second bow maker to make the little bow, which is going to hold, it's just going to make it look like the bow is what's tied around all of the strings of the balloons. And so right here, you're just going to notice that we're going to go ahead and put a little bit glue in the back and wrap the twine around it so that it just basically looks like you tied it around your balloon. And then just let that dry for a couple of seconds before you start to put this little bad boy together. And what I did was I put a little bit more glue on the top of the strings just so that they're secure and I know that they're not going to unravel, because it is kind of a little dot of glue that we're adding onto these little bad boys. And so go ahead and just wrap your string around, and then we're going to go ahead and put these on some foam squares just to give them a little dimension. I'm telling you guys, this card is really easy. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of cards that are with little balloons like this. I mean, this is not an original. This is basically a card that I've seen a lot of people do. I mean, everybody does the balloons in the front and a big old bow or whatever. So this is just my version of that little bad boy. And the only difference is I just made it black and gray. I wanted it to be kind of like, you know, just a black and gray. So those are my favorite colors. If you guys ask me what my favorite colors are, it's black and gray. So you will see I use a lot of black and a lot of grays in my stuff. Anywho, so go ahead and put your little foam squares onto your little bad boys, and the gray one is going to be the one that I'm going to put 2 foam squares on, because I want that to be lifted going over the black balloons. Because remember, the black balloons are already lifted, and then you're putting the little gray one on top. So that's going to need another foam square on it. So go ahead and just put 2 on that little bad boy. And then you're going to be ready to stick these little guys there. I'm also going to use some hot glue gun. The hot glue gun to basically keep these strings aligned, and also to attach the little ribbon bow onto the little string of the balloons. You guys will see right now what I'm talking about. But so just arrange these however you want. You guys could basically really use as many balloons as you want, any size balloons you guys want. I mean, I just wanted to keep them really simple. If you guys have been following my videos, you guys will notice that a lot of my designs are pretty simple. But I like simple, and it's like I always say, less is more, less is more. So that's why I'm just keeping these classy, and I'm keeping them simple, and that's basically how they're going to look. So we're just going to go ahead and get our little white gel pen, and we're going to just, you know, put a little bit of that the shine that you get from the reflection of the light. And I'm just doing that to all of the balloons just to kind of give them a little something something. And then we're also going to put some a little bit on the bottom part also, just to give them more of a dimension, to make them look a little bit more rounder. And this is where you see me do that. I'm gonna do that right now. And this is, my balloons look so amazing. I love them. So then go ahead and just put a little tiny dot of glue and then put your little bad boys down. Isn't that cute? And then another little dab of glue. And then you're gonna throw your little bow on there. And tell me that doesn't look cute. You better not tell me it doesn't look cute, because it looks cute. And then just cut your little strings. How adorable is that? I mean, super simple, super classy, super, you know, nothing to it. It's just really easy. And just imagine you guys could get creative and use any colors you guys want. You guys could color coordinate everything because you guys are able to see colors. So yeah, there you go, my little crafty monsters. Those are them. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys. I mean, you really didn't need a lot of supplies because a lot of us have black and gray paper and white paper, so this was super, super easy. I hope that inspired you guys to make some little birthday cards for somebody special of a birthday coming up. And these are definitely for like a masculine older guy. He's gonna kill me. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button as well as that notification and that little bell icon so you guys will get notified every time I upload a video. And don't forget to tell a friend and share. So, until next time, my little crafty monsters, goodbye.